Hi, I'm Chrissy Hogue.
And I'm Brittany Bethel.
And this is the Co-op Cookery, Dubuque Farmers Market Edition. And today we're meeting with Brittany because she's going to cook us up something delicious. So what are you cooking up for us today, Brittany?
Well, I heard news that there's some tomatoes and cucumbers at market today, so we're hopefully going to be making a Greek salad.
I think Greek when I hear tomatoes and cucumbers.
I do too. It's one of my favorite summer foods, so I can't wait.
Me too. Let's go find some tomatoes and cucumbers.
The Co-op Cookery is made possible by the Dubuque Food Co-op. Become a member. Buy local. DubuqueFoodCoop.com. DePaco Community Credit Union. Steve's Ace Home and Garden. Unity Point Health Finley Hospital. And the Iowa State University Extension and Outreach, Dubuque County.
We're standing here with Jim Cox. Hello.
Hi, Chrissy. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
So I think it's great that there's not only fresh produce and breads at market, but that there's also prepared foods. So we are standing here today with Graham's Gourmet Pickles.
Right. And we've got all kinds of beets, canned beets, sweet and sour pickles, and sour dill pickles, and our famous apple pie in a jar, which tastes just like the filling in an apple pie. And don't forget my wife's homemade baked dog treats. Okay, no preservatives in these or artificial colors or dyes or anything. Just regular food like we eat.
So are those human grade? Can we taste one? No.
Well, they don't taste too good like a bakery product would because there's no sugar and salt in it. But the dogs love them because there's real cheese in it, 90% lean beef.
Great.
Skim milk, oatmeal, eggs. They're very good for the dog.
Okay, a couple of things. One, I just got a new puppy like 5 weeks ago, so I'll be back here with Cash later. And two, Dr. Oz, I like to bring up Dr. Oz a lot because except for this show, people watch Dr. Oz a lot. And he just put out a statement, or recently put out a statement, that pickled things are really good for your health and diuretics and losing weight. Is that a fact? And have you noticed that people have been coming here a lot more, maybe since that statement has been put out by Dr. Oz?
Well, I've noticed that they're continuing to buy the beets because they taste great.
Yes!
Yeah, and I've got an article in my book about Dr. Oz, how he says it's good, the juice and the beets are good for blood flow to your brain, which helps your memory. Yeah.
You should put it up on like one of those sticks so that people will, I'm going to probably break something, but you should put it up maybe on something so that people will come here more and go, oh, Dr. Oz says so, I'm going to buy a lot.
Yeah, well, he doesn't really like his name being endorsed for products unless he promotes them.
Well, he wants to get paid for it. Well, you could pay
says.
me, Dr. Oz, and like help him.
So tell me about Graham's Pickles, how they're created, and also how many varieties do you actually have?
Okay, well, we have 12 varieties of pickles. We have 6 in the sour dill line and 6 in the sweet and sour line. And all our pickles are hand sliced or hand speared by Gramps or some of his employees.
So people are sitting there hand slicing all of these?
Yes, and it's a lot of work and it takes a lot of time. You can buy sliced pickles, but they prefer to just cut them with a steak knife on a cutting board. It's part of the charm of Gramps' pickles.
Absolutely. How long has Gramps been in business?
Well, he's been doing this since about 2005. Started out as a hobby, and a family kind of convinced him to go to farmers markets and sell them, and then it just progressively got more and more.
So the people demanding it made it more viable to continue to bring it to the farmers markets.
Right, and also we're in some stores too.
Oh,
great. Where are you located then?
Well, we're in Scales Mound, Illinois, which is about 45 minutes just east of here and about 15 minutes north and east of Galena. off of Stagecoach Road is where Scales Mountain
Sure.
is.
So how early do you have to get up on Farmers Market Day to get here?
To get here by 6:30, I have to get up at 4:30.
Woo! It's a rough Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Do you just go to bed, or
Well,
do you
when
stay up all night? 'Cause-
No, when I go home from here, I take a nap.
Thank you so much. You know what? Look at that big cloud behind us.
Yeah,
Is that going to
looks
keep you
pretty
from
bad.
coming to Farmers Market?
Well, I usually come anyway because the storms blow through and then the people start to come. You never know when it'll clear up.
And they come anyway.
They come anyway. Right.
They're loyal.
Right. And we have to be here if, otherwise nobody will come.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Well, thanks.
You can see there's a huge storm looming behind us, but that's not stopping anybody here at Farmers Market.
Nope.
They are still shopping and getting muscle work and posture checks and
Vegetables and fruit.
and
eggs.
I'm going to do it.
We are, yeah, we're going to stick it out as long as we can. So
Actually, I just felt a little drop, so we'll take shelter when we need to, but for now, we're shopping. Tell us, is that looming cloudage going to stop you from shopping today?
No.
We're with the Co-op Cookery, and we are doing a farmer's market edition.
We don't eat anything. Yeah.
Sorry. Whoopsie.
Really did not practice that.
Nope, that was real. All right,
So it's
we digress.
Yeah. Well, it's really exciting to see Lea here from El May. We have a few great restaurants in the tri-state region that source local foods and actually come to Farmers Market to talk with farmers and get whatever's fresh in season, and Lea is one of those people. So there you have it, folks. You can find it in restaurants too, so
Tell us
very
where you're
exciting.
located.
Well, I am located on 11th and Main Street. It's El May Eatery. We have great outdoor dining right now too, which is
Yes,
really
you
fun.
do.
So yeah, we're going through tomatoes like crazy. So I'm here getting lots of tomatoes and extra lettuce.
You look fabulous in this light.
I wish I would have known I was going to be. I'm wearing So yes, and don't forget me. That's what she's saying. I'm down here too.
You are so cute.
Thank you.
My husband and I couldn't get a low-rate truck loan. We were frustrated. Then we heard Dupaco's Money Makeover can uncover hidden money. We were fascinated. Sarah at Dupaco explained our high credit card balances were driving our credit scores down. We were humiliated. She consolidated our debt and opened a Roth IRA with the savings. We'll have almost 30 grand by college or 300 grand at retirement. We're exhilarated.
The Dupaco Money Makeover.
We went in frustrated and came out infatuated.
Dupaco Community Credit Union.
Iowa Health System is now Unity Point Health. But it's not just a new name, it's a new way to think about providing care. Putting you in the center. And surrounding you with coordinated care between your doctor's office, Finley Hospital, and in your home. Our goal is to get you healthy sooner and help you stay that way. Unity Point Health. The point of unity is you.
The most popular question we get here at Steve's Ace? Who is Steve?
I'm not Steve, I'm Luke, and I know paint.
I'm not Steve, I'm Ann, and I can help you find what you're looking for.
I'm not Steve, I'm Dave, but I do know power equipment.
I'm not Steve, but I'm Scooch, and I know enough about plants to help you out.
I'm Judy.
And I'm Steve, and we're celebrating 25 years of helping friends and neighbors.
Steve's Ace Hardware and Steve's Ace Home and Garden.
It's Christy Bellman with Christy's Perfect Produce. Hi.
Hi there, good morning. Welcome to Farmers Market.
Thank you so much. How long have you been coming to the farmer's market?
About 8 years, ever since my son was a baby.
Wow, so your son's 8 years old.
Yes.
I have good.
Very good.
Yes.
Does he come with you?
No, he stays at home. It's a long day. We get here at 5:30, so if he comes, he's napping by noon.
But so it might become a family business.
Yes, they do help out in the garden at home, but they usually stay at home at market when I'm here. So.
And so you obviously started this. It's Christy's Perfect Produce.
Yes, it is. I'm the founder, yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Where is the farm located?
Cuba City, Wisconsin, and I just bought a farmette myself. So I'm moving there, and I'll hopefully stop renting some acreage from my parents and have all my vegetables at one farm then.
Great. What's a farmette? What does that mean?
It just means it's a small farm. It's just like fewer than 10 acres about. So
great. You can still grow a lot of produce on 10 acres, I would assume.
You can, yes.
Do you have a lot of help out there?
I have a few high school kids that help me out, and then and that's what I just meet a few high school kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very neat.
Fantastic.
Well, I was very excited to see your table this morning. We have things that I haven't seen yet this spring. So I saw cucumbers and garlic scapes, and not a lot of people know what to do with garlic scapes.
I don't even know what that is.
So,
sure. Garlic scapes are the top of the garlic plant, and we pull them out so that the garlic bulb gets bigger, and these are completely edible. You would chop them up and use them like a scallion, so they're wonderful in a stir fry or in an omelet. Any way you would use garlic or a scallion, they're fantastic.
Can smell it. Can smell the garlic.
You can make garlic scape pesto. Yes.
There. You smell that?
My God.
Yeah, smell-o-vision, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to use these today. We're making, we're doing a Greek salad, so we're going to be putting some of this in here, and some of the cucumbers too. So
awesome. Sounds
excited
good.
to see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's buy some. Can we? Are we gonna buy some?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
So she picks it out because, well, she's brilliant and she's our chef. So I just watch her and go, yeah, I can't wait to see what you do with it.
I'm going to grab 2 cucumbers.
So those are baby
Now, yeah, these look like babies. Are these meant for pickling, or can we use these fresh?
These are fresh eating cucumbers. It's a special variety just for eating.
They're cute.
They're awesome. They're the best cucumbers ever. The variety is called Diva. It's a really good variety.
Feels really firm, and it's a good sign.
Okay, so firm is a good sign.
Firm is a good sign. You don't want a whole lot of seeds in the middle, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
You know, when she picks up food to get rocking and rolling towards cooking while we're shopping, immediately my belly growls.
I bet. I bet. Yes. Especially when she's like Greek salad, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yummy.
first Greek salad of the summer, so I'm really excited. I've heard that there's tomatoes somewhere, so I have to search those out.
I think they're across the street.
Awesome. That's easy.
Game.
Yay. All right. Well, thanks a lot,
Thank
Christy.
you. Thanks for coming out to the farmer's market.
Thanks. We'll be back.
All right. Sounds good.
To me, there is nothing more calming than a beautiful shady garden. And when it comes to shade gardens, as a designer, I focus on texture, texture, texture. Hostas have long time been a mainstay in the garden, and there's so many cool varieties on the market, and we're fortunate to be in Dubuque where we have such a beautiful collection at our Arboretum. So go check out the hostas you love best and add them to your garden. If you're looking for something beautiful to add to those hostas, consider some other fun textured plants like the astilbe here. Astilbe have a beautiful fern-like foliage, a bold blast of colorful plumes, and this happens mid-summer into late summer, so you get a long-lasting bloom with the astilbe. Keep in mind they do like a lot of moisture, so be prepared to water. Other plants that also appreciate extra moisture in a shady garden are some of the ferns. This is one of my favorites. It's one of the more well-behaved ferns. This one is called a Japanese painted fern, and as you can tell by its foliage, it has a burgundy stem with kind of a silver veining in the leaf. Now, corabelles have been super hot this year, and look at all of the fun varieties of corabelles available. Like a hosta, they used to be considered very mainstay, very typical. But in recent years, developers have come out with all of these fun little textures. I particularly love Midnight Rose, which is a burgundy foliage with a pink spotted leaf. This one is called Obsidian, and it has a very satiny foliage. Lime green guy here called Lime Ricky is an extra fun texture. Or maybe you would like something like root beer, which has almost a reddish color. Now, one of my absolute favorites this year, and it's not only beautiful because it has gorgeous foliage, but look at that bloom. Those blooms are great in a shady space. This guy is called Milan. You should come in and check him out. Now, if you prefer more of a traditional blooming plant in your garden, this particular geranium has a bold blue bloom and it flowers free-flowing all through the summer months. If you prefer a more compact habit, this little guy stays nice and low and mounding, and look at that bloom. Gorgeous in a shady garden. So do you need a little height in your shady garden? This plant is super cool. These are 2 different cultivars of Ligularia. I know that's a mouthful, but Ligularia are awesomely bold plants for a shady garden. Both of them get a beautiful yellow bloom. This one is called Britt Marie, and it has this fun, bold, textured, almost tropical looking foliage that stays burgundy all summer long. And then it gets a cute little yellow bloom on top. This guy right here is called the Rocket Ligularia, and as the name implies, it has a very tall bloom that's bright yellow and is sure to add a pop of color in that shady space.
Welcome back, and this is our cooking segment. Obviously, a lot has happened since we were out in the streets shopping. We bumped into Lea at El May, as you know, and then, I don't know, Gary, in some psychic moment, felt a drop on his head or something, and we had to run into City Hall, but we left our chef behind. I didn't even know where you were. You were still shopping.
I was monsoon, still a little wet.
Yeah,
you can see that.
It's crazy. We bump into Lea, who owns El May, and of course we can't be cooking outside today because it's, you know, pouring rain, lightning. We'd all get. My hair would be like this. And she had the generous courtesy, I guess you could say, of letting us use her restaurant.
Yes.
So
I feel very special right now, cooking in El May's kitchen or in their restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a coveted job.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I'll pretend like I'm their chef.
Right. You can put it on your resume and ask her to validate. So we're cooking up some.
We're doing the Greek salad. So we picked up the garlic scapes, which are right here, the cucumbers. We also got some basil in the pouring rain, and from Dave from our previous episode. And we also got some tomatoes, which is the first I've seen tomatoes at the market. And this is just a salad that I make all summer long, and so this is really exciting to be making my first Greek salad of the year. So basically what I'm doing now, I've already diced some of the tomatoes, which you can see, and I've also large diced some peppers. So I'm going to throw those in as well. And
these tomatoes just smell. I mean, the first slice that you made, it was so fragrant.
Yeah.
I just love, every time we cook, or you cook, and I sit here and smell, I'm going to say something about how I can smell it.
Good, that's awesome.
I got to learn
appealing to all of the senses. So now we're just, what I did is I just sliced the cucumber the long way, and I just kind of took the knife and de-seeded it a little bit, which will just help keep out some of the liquid, and then I just did a nice little slice all the way down, so now those are going in. And also I took a red onion, and the red onions are almost at market, but we should be seeing those soon. You could also use the green onions and the chives that you see at market, but I like a lot of bite, and I think the purple color in it is just beautiful.
So many colors happening here.
Yeah.
There's 4 colors at least right now.
If you're just coming and joining us, so we are making a Greek salad today. We started off with our cucumbers and peppers and tomatoes and red onion. Then we're going to add in some fresh basil and some garlic scapes. Very exciting. We also have some feta cheese. We got Organic Valley. Some black, already pitted Kalamata olives, which you can leave out if you're not an olive fan, but I think it's great. We have just salt and pepper, some dried oregano, and then we have olive oil, red wine vinegar, and some mustard. And I'm using Stonegard. You could also use Dijon mustard as well. And that's it.
Interesting. I didn't know about the mustard part.
Yeah, it's
I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out.
What it does in dressings, because we're going to make the dressing to go into the Greek salad, and it cuts the vinegar taste. So I like to add mustard to a lot of dressings that I make at home. It's a nice little secret ingredient.
It is secret because I didn't know about it.
Yeah. So what I did is I just stacked some of the basil leaves like this, and I just gave them a little roll. So I just rolled them up like you would a sleeping bag. And then I'm just going to kind of go through, give it a nice little chop. And now they're all julienne. And if you need to, you can kind of go back through, just give it a nice little chop. Bunch it up, chop it up. And there we go. So I'm going to just throw that in the bowl. So we're going to do the garlic scapes now.
This is, okay, just to remind the audience, maybe somebody didn't
Looks like a piggy
see
tail.
this. What is this now?
This is called a garlic scape. And what it is, so garlic takes 2 years to grow. And in the spring, so you plant it in the fall, and then when spring comes, you get these wonderful little shoots that come up. And they form these little, they're almost like little flowers, like it's before they turn into flowers. Oh. And so when you see them and they start to curl, people, farmers can just chop them off, and you can chop them up and use them fresh or fried, just like you would regular garlic, and it's a little bit more mild. And when I worked at a farm over in Wisconsin, people just love these. They came back to market every week just for the garlic scapes. So you kind of get addicted once you start using them. So, and it's a great way to garlic in the spring and summer when the bulb garlic is not ready yet. So
I just planted some.
Did you?
Yeah, but I was expecting to be able to eat it soon. 2 years, huh?
Yeah, so it basically needs a year to overwinter.
So I'll be at farmer's market a lot to buy my garlic.
Yes, so you'll have some great garlic next year. The one thing about garlic is that once you grow it, it just proliferates and it spreads all throughout your yard, and you'll have more than enough garlic for yourself and friends, so
awesome.
Don't worry.
More good news.
It's very prolific.
I just love garlic.
I do too.
Okay, so what is this, mincing or chopping?
Yes, we are just mincing right now, so I'm just getting it nice and small. If I was just throwing it in with some oil and sauteing it, I wouldn't be mincing it as much, but since we're having it in a salad, making sure that that it's nice and small. So there we go. So basically, here we are, our minced garlic. I'm just going to get that into the bowl there. And now we're going to move on to the next ingredient. Let's go with the oregano. So we have the oregano right here, 1 teaspoon. Just dumping it in.
That's 1 teaspoon?
Yes.
It seems like a lot, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And if it's 2 teaspoons, that's okay. That's the great thing about all these recipes is that they're so versatile. You can leave out what you don't want. You can add more of what you like. Here we go. I'm going to add.
Well, you have a good eye because
some of
every
these.
time we eat, when you eye it and you just throw it in.
Yep.
It's incredibly delicious.
So we have the mustard, the oregano, the garlic inside. I'm also going to add a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. So here we go. There we go. Thank you. And we'll be careful here.
Because vinegar has such a, if anybody drinks wine, it tastes like vinegar, it's like, no, this is not good.
Yeah.
You want vinegar.
I'm just going to pour in some salt and add some pepper for some spice, and we're going to give it a little whisk here. All right.
Oh, I get to whisk it.
Yay!
I'm whisking. So my grandmother, when she was cooking, used to say that, I used to say, how much salt do you want in here? And she would go, this much. I was like, I don't know what that means.
All right, so I'm just going to slowly pour in the olive oil, and while you're whisking, it's going to help blend all those ingredients together. It's going to be really great.
Because does olive oil want to separate from the other?
It does. Olive oil does not like vinegar, so you want to
make it.
Yep.
I'm
forcing it.
I know better, right?
Yes. So you can keep on stirring, and I'm just going to start getting the feta cheese ready. And you can actually just pour it right on in as soon as you think it's ready.
Okay. So I'm Mediterranean.
You are.
1/4 Lebanese. And my great-grandmother used to cook all sorts of Mediterranean dishes. And Mediterranean foods are very healthy because they're oils and vegetables and fish-based. Light, lean meats. And so when I found out that you were doing a Mediterranean dish today, I just about jump out of my skin because I love it.
Yeah.
It's
especially
so
in the summer.
good.
It's so
it's like
easy
light.
to do. Yeah. Now what I'm doing while she's pouring that in is I'm just slicing up the Kalamata olives. And again, if you're buying these at the store and you haven't done that before, just make sure you get the pitted. If you get the unpitted, you're going to be spending your time trying to peel out the seed from inside, and that can take a while.
Right.
So save yourself some time and get some nice pitted
What if I
olives.
Can I stir?
Yeah, stir it. So, yep, there's actually 2 little spatulas there, so you can just start to...
Yeah, I think this looks like my great-grandmother, Eugenie Nicola, would be very impressed with this.
Oh, good.
Because this is looking, I mean, you know how I get.
Yeah, one of the most delicious meals I've ever had, and it's so simple. You can add in other herbs. If you have parsley growing in your garden, you can add that in. You can add some spice by adding a jalapeno or a different hot pepper. And now I'm just going to add in the feta cheese and the olives. And this actually gets better with time, so you can make this, 2 hours a day before you're having a meal with friends. And it's a lot different than your typical Greek salad that will have, mostly lettuce and then some veggies. This is all just veggies. Yeah, but it's beautiful and it's delicious, and I can't wait to try it.
Me either. Before we play this, let's hear from our sponsors.
You never know what life will throw at you. Sometimes it's small stuff. Sometimes it can be pretty serious. That's why we created Unity Point Health. We coordinate care between your doctor's office, Finley Hospital, and even in your home. Surrounding you with care to help you get healthy and stay that way.
Hi, Mom. You are so beautiful.
The point of Unity is you. Unity Point Health.
3 teens, 2 dogs, and a live-in mother-in-law. We had growing pains. So I went to Dupaco for a home equity loan. Instead, I got a money makeover. Dupaco refinanced my mortgage, shortened the term, funded my addition, and still saved me $15 grand in interest. With the same monthly out-of-pocket, I'm building college and retirement savings. And my mother-in-law finally thinks I'm smart.
The Dupaco Money Makeover.
I went in over my head and came out thousands ahead.
Dupaco Community Credit Union.
The most popular question we get here at Steve's Ace, who is Steve?
We're not Steve. I'm Jeff.
I'm Kathy.
But we know lawn and garden.
I'm not Steve. I'm Renee, and I know plumbing.
I'm not Steve, but I'm his daughter, and I know flowers.
I may not be Steve, but I can make your family's garden dreams come true.
I'm Judy.
And I'm Steve, and we're celebrating 25 years of helping friends and neighbors.
Steve's Ace Hardware and Steve's Ace Home and Garden.
All right, so we are plating our beautiful Greek salad.
It is beautiful.
I wish you could smell it through your TV.
They can. I'm just sure of it. I think Eugenie, my grandmother in heaven, can smell it.
There we go. Beautiful.
All right.
There we go.
And
a well-earned breakfast lunch.
Here you go. We want to, before I take my bite, I want to thank El May for letting us cook in here. It was totally awesome. And I think they're located at, actually, they are located at 1072 Main Street right here in Dubuque, Iowa. And I'm actually going to check in on my phone, and I'm going to make a reservation for tonight. Right now. And
we were actually talking last night about making reservations to come eat here tonight, so we might see each other again.
Yeah, good. All right, ready?
It's always fun.
We always eat like we're lovers.
Aww. Oh. That's really nice, really fresh.
Never, ever disappointed. It's amazing.
It's good. And every bite's different, and it just gets better as you let it sit and marinate, and nothing beats it. This is summer on a plate.
On a plate. The only way for you to know is to make it yourself at home, which is why we're doing this. So, enjoy. Visit our website, coopcookery.com, for recipes and to watch this video again and again and again, because it's so much fun.
And share it with your friends, and cook with your friends. Right. And shop with your friends.
The Co-op Cookery is made possible by the Dubuque Food Co-op. Become a member. Buy local. DubuqueFoodCoop.com. Dupaco Community Credit Union. Steve's Ace Home and Garden. Unity Point Health Finley Hospital. And the Iowa State University Extension and Outreach Dubuque County.
Since I've been around, I'd like to wander back to the old